turning to a story that I guess you could say is somewhat emblematic of the end of an era for anyone who still wants to be a Toys R Us kid. You have less than 60 days to do it. The 70-year-old toy retailer is closing its remaining 740 stores, meaning unemployment for over 30,000 people. Analysts say the company was heavily in debt, and it really couldn't keep up with trends that marked Toys R Us downfall. That was the big problem. It may also have been just another Amazon victim. Joining me right now with the story behind the headlines here, retail expert Mary Epner. Mary, welcome. Good to have you here.
Thank
Gosh, you. Toys R Us. My kids will be disappointed they don't get to go to that place anymore.
A lot of people are disappointed.
Yeah. Why?
Well, I can draw a parallel to department stores and the demise of some of those. And that's they stuck in the old times too much. And they're also a product of the merchandise that is offered by the big toy companies. They haven't evolved, so Toys R Us hasn't evolved. And people can say it's just Amazon, but it's not just an Amazon issue. There are so many items that are carried everywhere, like a puzzle, building blocks, things like that. Those become a price game if there isn't any differentiation among the brand that is selling it. So if it's Amazon, Target, Walmart, and Toys R Us, and it's just a matter of getting some building blocks, and it doesn't matter who it's from, then it becomes a price game, and ultimately, Amazon probably wins. So that's one issue.
Okay.
There also has not been any evolution in the toy business, as demonstrated by some of Mattel's results and actions in the past couple of years. And we desperately need that. And there's no new experience in the brick and mortar stores. And they've also not kept up with what's happening in the digital trends. So that's a short synopsis of what we see happening.
Look, I mean, I don't like going to Toys R Us just because it's so big and there's it almost overwhelms you with all that they have there. But what I do like are some of these specialty toy stores, and this perhaps, I mean, this is a trend that's going on in retail in general, that are, say, you know, scientific toys, because I get two little girls that love chemistry and physics and space, and they're fascinated by that stuff. My son as well. But you know, being able to go into a smaller toy store that has more targeted toys towards what I think my kids might like is a lot easier. And I'm even willing to spend a little bit more money so that I can have that comfort and selection.
Exactly. Well, what you just said, you brought up three excellent points. There's no newness in terms of technology and the sciences at Toys R Us. You go into these stores, the footprints of those stores are way too big. They don't need them anymore, as demonstrated by Times Square and a lot of those big locations. You need a curated assortment that's special. And they're not offering any newness. It's just like what the department stores did. They became beholden to these big brands, and then they stopped offering the new guys. And the stores that you're describing that you love are not reflected in Toys R Us. And I think it's a huge miss.
You find things that you wouldn't find in Toys R Us.
Exactly.
And that's why you go. Mary, thank you very much.